listeners. So a little bit of a treat this week. I've got a good old friend of mine, Mark Anthony, who's joined us in the studio. Welcome, Mark.
How you doing, Tony, man?
Mate, good, but it's been a while. It's been a while.
A long time.
Absolutely. So, guys, I've got Mark in. A few things we want to go through. So, I've DJed with Mark for many, many years, and he's put many events on. But Mark has just released a book called The Golden Years of Rave. Part one, may I add? Part one,
yeah.
So, I think realistically, for a bit of history, so listeners know who you are and what the background is, Mark, just tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a product of the old rave days from back in '88.
Yeah, some of our listeners will probably still remember those years. Some won't.
The good old days.
Yes.
Yeah. I left school in '86, so September '86. So for 2 years, I was out like clubbing as you normally do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it was House Sound of Chicago, all that kind of music back then that we was into. You know, Adonis, all that kind of stuff. And then Acid House It in '88. And so then the raves, the illegal raves, the warehouses, then the M25s, and then the law changed in 1990. And so from '88 to '92, that was my life.
That was your era. That was it.
Yeah, just up and down the country, raves all the time, just live and breathe them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of our listeners probably may have experienced that, especially for a lot of the younger ones, and they see what clubbing is like today. What would you say was obviously, other than the illegal aspect?
Yeah.
What was the difference about parties back then compared to parties that people will go to now?
Well, the main ingredient that has changed is the dress sense.
Okay.
Honestly, Tony, it's another world. This is, if you can imagine getting ready to go to a nightclub or out in '86 to '88, you had to get dressed up, right?
Yeah.
And when I say dressed up, I'm talking about a suit or at least a collar shirt with a tie.
I remember my first ever clubbing experience. I think it was a club in Birmingham. It was called Branston's, I believe. And I was probably 17 and I shouldn't have been there. And I vividly remember the people I went with saying, you've got to wear trousers, you've got to wear shoes, you've got to have a shirt and tie. Yeah.
Well, that was the biggest thing, So you'd come back from school wearing this uniform, and then you'd get into another one to go out, you know. So a friend of mine, Steve Leddy, bless him, he always wore a suit, right? He didn't take no chances. The rest of us, me included, would be a collar, tie, shoes, trousers, and a jacket of some sort, you know.
Yeah.
On occasions, I'd take the tie off. I'd always have it with me, though.
Yeah.
Always have it with me just inside the jacket pocket and try and get in without a tie. Because as soon as we got in, the tie, 9 times out of 10 came off anyway.
But once you'd passed the door test.
Once you've got in, I mean, honestly, those guys, they were like little Hitlers. Yeah,
I can imagine. Always, my wife always used to say, these doormen probably must have got bullied at school.
That's
it's
the
getting
phrase,
a little bit of retribution for everyone
they
on
used
there.
to take it to heart. I mean, they did have some power. They were like fashion police. But, so you had to make an effort, Tony.
So the fashion is one of the biggest.
Oh, that's the biggest change.
I think, would you say that's kind of gone back to, well, not back to that dress sense now, but when the rave era hit, what you're talking about, and you didn't have to wear that, do you think that's one of the long-lasting things now about when you go in clubbing? It's just I used to call it dress to sweat.
Dress to sweat, yeah. Well, so if you're on the dance floor, you'd wear like, you know, your dance clothes or whatever, something you felt, you know, more loose fitting and casual. But it was just a massive change, Tone.
Yeah.
Because then, yes, the rave scene started off. You always had the odd club here and there, but 99% of clubs, you've got to wear that kind of, you know, shirt tie business. That's not the case now.
No.
That's not the case now. Then everyone, I mean, trainers, that you was never going to get in wearing trainers.
Trainers, no.
Not a prayer.
No.
Not a prayer. At the start of the rave scene, around about 88, 89, we there was like a fashion and a kind of like attire and really like loose fitting, colours everywhere, you know, hoodies and T-shirts and stuff. And there we used to wear like kickers.
Yeah, remember kickers?
Yes,
yeah.
So they'd be like an upgrade from a trainer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like they were like, but I mean,
a fashion shoe.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted to call it.
Yes, yeah. So you'd have like I don't know, what a hoodie and green jeans.
My early recollection with kickers and things like that, and there was like Fruit of the Loom, big baggy jumpers, that kind of stuff. Is it Gio Goy or Goy Goy? Yeah.
Naff.
All those, or early Mackenzie, or
there's a lot of sportswear, a lot of sportswear. So Tacchini or Tashini, however people pronounce it, Kappa. There was when you go to these places, whether it's a venue or a club or a rave or whatever, and the doorman letting you in, and you haven't put on a shirt and tie. It's honestly, it's mind-boggling.
The feeling of freedom,
it is like the shackles have come off, the chains are off. I can now wear what I want to wear, loose fitting, loads of colour, more comfortable. And it's such a change. It's just a change beyond belief.
So, from the fashion point of view, from what was it about the music that suddenly went right? This is me. Yeah. This is where I want to be.
So this is the main ingredient we're talking about now. So obviously, like 86, we're talking about Chicago House and Adonis, No Way Back, that kind of stuff, Chippy and stuff, underground Chicago music. The rave scene, though, 88, was driven by Acid House. Yeah. The 303 synth.
Yes.
So when I first heard that on the dance floor, you're talking about an instrument that is being played not the way it was made to be played. Yeah. You turn X amount of knobs and you get this squelchy sound, hence the word acid. And we never heard anything like that before. No. Never heard anything like it. And I remember to this day, there's a story in the book. We was in our local nightclub and we were dressed to the nines. Yeah. So it was just a crossover time. And we were dancing to the normal tunes of the time. And Morris came on, This Is Acid. Yeah. And I was like, I'll never forget it. It was in the middle of the dance floor, all of us there, just having a time of our lives. We thought we were. Yeah. And then there seemed to be like this lull. Everyone just stopped and started looking at each other. Yeah. We'd never heard anything like this before. So how do you dance to this stuff before? And it must have only been a split second or two, but someone just started waving their hands in a funny way, and the whole club from the dance floor out like a Mexican wave just copied. Yeah. And we just all burst out laughing. No one had ever heard this music before. No one ever knew how you dance to this, how you react to it.
Absolutely.
And so from that day, it's like, okay, right, this new sound, mainly Acid House, a bit Balearic, but Acid House was the driving force in 88. Yeah, that was it for me. Yeah. That was it for me. All the tunes had to be,
of that kind of sound. Yeah.
Big kick drum, big bass, Acid House. Yeah, that was the driving force. So forget your pop music of the day. Charts. I have nothing against Alexander O'Neill. I've been to see him in concert. Luther Vandross.
Yes, all of
Stock Aitken and Waterman, who ruled the airwaves the year before, have made some amazing music. But this is totally different now.
This is the changing of the guard, the new school.
This is changing the guard. Although to be fair, if you go through the back catalogue of Stock Aitken and Waterman, they did release some monster tunes under different guises and stuff,
different pseudonyms and all.
They don't want to be associated with Rick Astley or
yeah. Well, no, he's never going to give you up, though, to be fair, is he?
It's a tune. It is a tune.
Well, I'll be honest with you, it's one of my faves.
I love it. He's doing the rounds again, isn't he?
Yeah, he's back in. So, obviously, we've covered these sort of various aspects of the fashion and the music.
Yeah.
So, what is it this made you decide to do the book? Right, where has that idea come from? Because from my DJing days with you, that was never anything you would even think that you'd be
because I met you after. When did I meet you? 90s, late 90s? Noughties, maybe?
Probably just noughties,
was it noughties? Yeah. Well, so this is a long time before, So I've always had the idea to write a book about, in my opinion, the golden years of rave. Yeah. Which is 88 to 92. But when I started doing the research for it, there's that much information, Tone, that I thought, hang on, this book is going to be something like War and Peace.
Yes, it's going to be monumental.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be gigantic. So let's do a book and document all the main players, all my experiences, the music, everything, fashion, whatever. And including, unfortunately, the Class A narcotics, because that was a big part of it. And do one book for each year. Yeah. So this is book 1, 1988.
Okay.
And then so there'll be book 2, which is nearly finished actually.
Okay.
We go to print the end of this month.
Oh wow. Okay.
I know. Yeah.
So no hanging around then.
No. So the good thing is, so when I'm doing a research, if I come across say a flyer I want to use, or a memory from a rave I went to, I'll be like, well, that was 91. Yeah. So that goes into that folder.
Yeah.
That was 92. That goes into that, and so on and so forth. That was 88. That's going in here.
Yeah.
And so on. So I've got the folders really. And this book now is kind of like a template.
Okay. Yeah.
So the next 4 books that follow should be done. That one took me.
You've got the formula.
The formula's there. It's slightly changing now because I'm dealing with different people and different DJs come and go.
Yes.
Different promoters enter the scene. Different venues, etc., etc. But it's basically a template. You know. So
no, cool. So the first one has been released, and I'm assuming there's been some sort of book launches and some events that have been associated with that.
Yeah, so we launched last year. The first book was sold on September the 5th last year.
Okay.
We had a amazing party in London for the official book launch.
Okay.
2 rooms at a place called the Electro Works, which is synonymous with raves. 5 rooms of old warehouses, amazing place. Brilliant courtyard in the middle. So what I did was, in one room, I had LSD, Chalky White from Rave at the Cave, which was a big rave organisation in '88. And in the other room, the Glass House, I think they call it.
Okay.
I had Trevor Fung, legendary DJ from '88. Lisa Loud, who played at Apocalypse Now in '88.
Yeah.
Andy Carroll from Liverpool, who played. Tony Wilson, who played Headline Genesis. So I got all the big DJs from '88.
From that year. Yes. Yeah.
And it was just amazing.
Yeah.
And then we do. Now we're doing a book tour.
Okay.
So we've already done Birmingham.
Yeah.
We did Birmingham. A couple of months ago now. We got to Liverpool in July.
All right.
And then we were going to go to Manchester, but that didn't come. That didn't materialise.
For whatever reason, just in fruition.
So we go to Manchester July, and like I say, the second book is going to print at the end of this month.
Okay.
And so we'll be doing the tour again back in London start,
okay.
And this time we'll add a couple more dates. So the plan is to have a different venue every 2 months.
Okay, brilliant.
So we've already been contacted with venues in Sheffield and Wales, and it's just picking the right 6 for the year.
And this is when things like that happen, it kind of snowballs, doesn't it? Because people get to hear of it, hear the success of the first one, and go, right, we want to be part of that.
Tone, it's been amazing. Right, fortunately, the book has gone all around the world. It's been amazingly received. Adamski, bless him, said that this is the best. What was his words? Mind-bogglingly amazing. I can't remember. He said something. He said this is like unbelievable.
I mean, that's quite an endorsement, isn't it? It's for Adamski to even come forward and go, this is...
So on the second book, he's endorsed it. I'll show you it later. And that's going straight on the front.
Absolutely. That's the front cover. Absolutely,
So the second book being 1989 was Adam Gia. Do you know what I mean? His tunes and everything. This is before he even met Seal.
Yeah.
And he was like the poster boy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so it's his year. Oh. So brilliant.
Brilliant stuff. So also off the back of that, I know I'm DJing now. We have a free party coming up at the end of this month, don't we?
Yes. So that Manchester date that fell through left us a window of about 6 months.
Okay.
In that 6 months is my birthday, which is the end of this month.
Wow.
And I thought, okay, so I can put a party on. We'll do a free pie.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do it in my own town. There you go. And I thought, right, let's call it the Big Brummy Bash.
Okay.
And have Birmingham local DJs.
Yes, yeah.
So Lee Fisher's there, Jopley. And I thought, okay, who can I get? I said, who do I know who's any good?
that's the key question, is who's any good?
And I thought, my good friend, my good pal, Tony J.
Absolutely,
I haven't seen for ages.
Honoured.
And then there's other guys and girls are playing as well. So Emma Smallwood, Sister Smalls from Brum Radio.
Okay.
Andy Spencer's playing as well. I'm going to do a set.
Yep.
And then
the birthday boy's got to get a set in there, hasn't he? Of course, yes.
I'll play a set. And then to finish it all off, we're having a very, very important special guest.
Okay.
That I'm not going to...
Under wraps.
That's under wraps.
Okay. No, that's fair enough.
If you're there on the night, obviously, the host will... you probably know him anyway.
Yeah. Well, let's leave it there. We're not going to divulge anymore. Yeah. So, also on the back of that, it's a completely free party, isn't it?
Yeah, that one is, So it's May the 30th. Yeah. Free tickets available from the Golden Years of Rave site.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can just get your ticket there. We don't control the door on this one, so that's where you must have a ticket.
Basically.
But it is free, just
so for listeners, so they know, so they just go to Golden Years of Rave. Is that .com or .co.uk?
.com, yeah.
So goldenyearsofrave.com.
Yeah.
And what do they do? Just register?
You'll see it there. Just say press for free tickets.
Okay, cool.
And you'll just get your your
fantastic
ticket sent to you.
There you go then, guys. So a free party on May the 30th. You get to hear yours truly, as well as Mark Anthony, plus some very special guests. So get yourselves over to goldenyearsofrave.com for your free ticket. So book's done. Number 2's on the way. Free parties around the place.
Free party.
Other than this, what's next for Mark Anthony?
Oh, well, I'm wrapped up in this now.
Okay.
That book there, I'll just give you, that took me a year and a half to write. And I was completely immersed in it. So for a year and a half, while I was writing that, all I was listening to were tunes from that year.
Right.
Mixes from that year, putting some together myself.
Yeah.
And just doing research on it. It is hard work, Tone.
Actually, yeah.
It is hard work.
Yeah.
I'm talking to guys and girls now who are in their late 50s, early 60s. Some are in their 70s.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, some of them passed away.
We lost a lot along the way.
We've lost some heavyweights along the way.
Yeah.
So Mickey Linus, big promoter from
Amnesia House, yes.
Stu Allen, unfortunately. Paul Anderson.
Was it Key 103, Manchester Radio?
So a lot of people don't know about Stuart, so they think he come on the scene in 92.
Yeah.
He was doing those radio show from 88.
Absolutely,
and he was choice listening for guys.
Stu Allen was one of my favourites when I used to play many years back. Pandemonium. Yeah, that's back in Birmingham.
Well, those guys, I think it's Phil or Paul Dorks, is it?
Dorks, yes, that's the one, yeah.
I'm having a phone call with these guys because they started in 89.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They started in 89, the Telford lads.
And that's it, when you look at was it Dave Pratley who did Help to Skelter and some of the stuff he used to do?
As well,
yeah,
Dave.
absolutely. Yeah. People think they were a lot later than they were, but they don't realise the amount of parties these guys used to
like in 88, you've got in 88, the first raves, in my opinion, are Hedonism. And then they go on to Rave at the Cave, which is LSD and DJ Chalky White. And then you've got organisations like, Genesis are in there. I can't remember now. Apocalypse Now are in there. There's some real big... Tony Colston, who the press dubbed Mr. Big at the time.
Okay.
Sunrise.
Yes.
So, and then in this one, new promoter... In the next book, 1989, new promoters come on board. So Jarvis enters the scene with Biology. Yeah. Tintin and Jeremy from Energy. Yeah. And so... and more and different DJs get on board as well.
Absolutely, yeah. That's when you see like these new guys appearing.
Yeah. So you pick the flyer up, and the DJs has changed from the year before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Some are still here, some aren't.
Well, brilliant stuff. Well, Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure.
No problem.
Thank you for spending the time and taking the time to come to us. I know it's been a couple of hours drive to get here for the interview.
Yeah, I live down south now.
Yes, he's not a Birmingham boy anymore.
I live down south. I'll come back to Birmingham to see my good old friends, and I'm going to visit my old girl, my family.
No, absolutely. Well, like I said, guys, goldenyearsofrave.com. Make sure you get your tickets for the free party on the 30th. That's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah. And Mark, thank you once again for making the time to go to Vibe 25.
No problem, Tony, mate.
Cheers, guys.
What do you want from me? Stay right there.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing to be able to catch up with my good friend Mark Anthony there.
Make them hard.
Fantastic interview, and watch this space for more details on Golden Years of Rave Part 2. But until then, a special mix from the first part of Golden Years of Rave. As Mark said there, each book will be centred on each year. So we have a specific mix that was released as part of the book launch. So this is Mark Anthony's 1988 exclusive mix for Golden Years of Rave.
Take your clothes off.
Fuck We're almost there. Everybody reach, reach. What do I want? Everybody in the street, get down to the fucking beat.
Keep the frequency clear.
It's not a problem that I can't fix, 'cause I can do it in the mix.
This is a journey into sound. Stereophonic sound. Stereophonic sound. Stereophonic sound for dance music. It's here, y'all. It's here, y'all. It's here, y'all.
It's the Illumi-nation guest mix. You're listening to NEONS.
You play Russian roulette this way. Keep this frequency clear.
Get down to the funky beat. Get down to the funky beat. Get down to the funky beat. Everybody in the street, get down to the funky beat. Everybody in the street, get down to the funky beat.
What you are doing and make it funky.
Keep this frequency clear.
encontraron a Alejandra?
Ibiza! Ibiza!
¿Todavía no encontraron a Alejandra? ¿Todavía no la encontraron a Alejandra?
Ibiza!
hard and it all gets tough and everything won't be enough. We're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving, yeah. Where the stars so bright and the light shine down and everything glows all around. And a wonder world and a perfect time for loving, yeah. And when it all gets hard and it all gets tough and everything won't be enough, we're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving, yeah. Seen you passing by, and when you caught my eye, I thought, God, this could be the next big thing. And how I wish for your command, telling me to hold your hand, oh baby, let it rain. Whoa, the stars so bright and the light shine down, and everything goes all around. And a wonder world and a perfect time for loving. And when it all gets hard and it all gets tough, and everything won't be enough, we're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving, yeah. And if you just say where and when, then I will be there waiting. 'Cause I would really love to see you again. Because with all the stars so bright and the light shine down and everything glows all around. And a wonder world and a perfect time for loving tonight. And when it all gets hard and it all gets tough and everything won't be enough, we're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving, yeah. Oh, with the stars so bright and the light shine down and everything glows all around. And a wonder world and a perfect time for loving, yeah. And when it all gets hard and it all gets tough and everything won't be enough, we're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving. I wanna love you, baby. I wanna hold you, baby. I wanna dance for you and give you everything you need. And how I wish for your command. Make me twirl on my hand, oh baby, how you make me bleed. Oh baby, don't you know that since I saw you for the first time, it's been like living in this dream. Like a fantasy that just goes on forever. And it's never real. Whoa, the stars so bright and the light shine down and everything goes all around. Time for loving tonight. And when it all gets hard and it all gets tough and everything won't be enough, we're gonna throw a stone and it all come true for loving. Oh yeah.
And once again, listeners, you're listening to an exclusive 1988 mix. Thanks to Mark Anthony and a part of his book release for the Golden Years of Rave. Some of these tracks really bring back some memories and let us all know where it all started.
Yes, Vibe 25 Tribe. You're listening to a special 1988 dance mix produced as part of the book launch for the Golden Years of Rave for our good friend Mark Anthony. And don't forget, if you're interested, on May the 30th, it's Mark Anthony's big Brummy birthday bash. That's at the Printmakers in Digbeth in Birmingham. It's a free ticket event and it's a daytime party, 3 p.m. till 10 p.m. And you can catch yours truly playing from 6 till 7. If you're interested in going, all you've got to do is head over to the goldenyearsofrave.com website and just register for your free ticket. And trust me, the fact that it's free means this party's going to be off the scale. Just with about 5 or 6 minutes to go of this show, I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank our guest mix for the first half, Mr. Mark Howells. Absolutely sublime set as always. And a special thank you to Mark Anthony for taking the time to come and do the interview. Make sure you check out his book, The Golden Years of Rave 1988 Part 1. If you're into the old rave culture or even just want to see what it was like from back then, make sure you get a copy. So I'm just going to let the last 5 minutes play out. Thank you very much as always, Vibe Tribe. You've been in tune to me, Tony J. This has been the NEONS Illumi-nation show on Vibe 25. Enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. Stay safe, get those sunshine rays in. And we will see you next week.
Give us some acid. Some acid. Give me some acid.
Welcome one and all. You're in tune to me, Tony J, for the NEONS Illumi-nation show here on Vibe 25. This weekend doing things slightly differently. We're kicking off the first half of the show with a guest mix from a good friend of mine, Mark Howells. I heard this one earlier on in the week and it's an absolute stormer. Then in the second half of the show, we have an interview with another good friend of mine, Mark Anthony, discussing his recent book launch, The Golden Years of Rave, Part 1, and also talking about his big Brummy birthday bash on the 30th here in Birmingham at the Printmakers in Digbeth, which you can catch me DJing at. So till then, let's let the music do the talking on this glorious bank holiday weekend. The sun's been shining, so turn this one up, sit back or relax or dance, you choose, but keep it locked in because this is going to be fierce.
It's the Illumi-nation guest mix. You're listening to NEONS.
and it just goes on. There is a repeat, and it just goes on. There is a repeat, and it just goes on. There is a repeat, and it just goes on. Just goes on, 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 just goes on. And it just goes on. Time to make love go up. Time to shut the bitch down. This is not how I woke up, but it's how I look now. If you leave with me, we'll be on till morn. Then rinse and repeat, and it just goes on. Got the joint lit way up. It's time to get down. So loud that my ears pop. We can't turn back now. What is the turn down? To the club we go. So what the sun comes up, and it just goes on.
Play the bass, boy.
See
currently listening. You're currently listening to the sounds of Mark Howells doing a very exclusive Vibe 25 NEONS Illumi-nation set for this bank holiday weekend.
We're moving on up to a high place where the people sing and dance under amazing grace. Just one more time, go see the sun start to shine and your hands up in the air, gonna take you higher. We're moving on up to a high place where the people sing and dance under amazing grace. Just one more time, go see the sun start to shine and your hands up in the air, gonna take you higher. We're moving on up.
Keep it locked. More great tracks on the way.
Once again, you're listening to a very exclusive guest mix by my good friend Mark Howells, exclusively for the NEONS Illumi-nation show here on Vibe 25.
the Illumi-nation guest mix. You're listening to NEONS.
I got to have you now. You got the power of the
What do
Once again, you're listening to an exclusive guest mix by my good friend Mark Howells, specifically for Hear Us on NEONS Illumi-nation show on Vibe 25. Just about 20 minutes left of this half of the show. Hope you're enjoying the tunes as much as we're enjoying the sunshine. And keep it locked for the second half of the show, where we have an exclusive interview with my good friend Mark Anthony ahead of his book launch for the Golden Years of Rave and his Big Brummy birthday bash on the 30th at the Printmakers in Birmingham. Tickets are free for that one. Just need to go to the Golden Years of Rave website and register for your free ticket. It's going to be an amazing daytime party. That's next week on the 30th. Till then, keep enjoying this exclusive guest mix by Mark Howells from Vibe 25.
Illumi-nation guest mix. You're listening to NEONS. Keep it locked. More great tracks on the way.
Oh, what a way to finish the first half of the show. Absolutely amazing guest mix there by Mark Howells. Good friend of mine. You can catch him playing at most of the events that I'm generally at. He even looks like me. Poor so-and-so. So coming to the end of the first half of the show. But please don't go anywhere. For the second half, we've got an interview with a good friend of ours, Mark Anthony, discussing the launch of his recent book, The Golden Years of Rave, available now. And also talking about his forthcoming Big Brummy Birthday Bash on the 30th at the Printmakers in Birmingham. Free ticket event. Daytime party too, 3 till 10 p.m. So you can go out partying and still be in bed for 11. So keep it locked in, we'll join you after the break. Don't go anywhere.